how do you sum up the draft for the Saints?
Look, I think pretty positive one. We entered it with a couple of picks post pick 40, so to pick up Charlie Banfield, Kai Fincher. Obviously, Kai was a graduate of our academy, so it's a great reward for our academy staff. All the work they've put into him. Brighton Grammar have been a big part of his development as well. So we see him as a mobile forward who can play midfield. And Charlie, obviously, West Coast father-son player. He's a player that we see can play on the wing, mobile forward as well, 192, huge tank, and both boys have great character, and I think that's really important, that good attributes to have.
Were you surprised that Kai Fincher fell so low in the end?
A little bit, yeah, probably you always say that, but in our rankings, look, he was a lot earlier, so look, it was an interesting season. He played a lot of footy at half back, which we don't see that as being his primary role. Now, how others saw that, we just rank them in order. We don't make emotional decisions in terms of whether we like them or whether they're part of our academy. It's purely on their footy and where they can project, and so that's how we came to that decision.
And interesting to hear you say that you see him playing forward. I think predominantly long term, that's probably the line he's played least throughout his junior career. What are the traits that you feel like will be transferable to the forward line? Look,
it's a combination of mid-forward, so probably mid-forward. Just his aerial ability, his power, really good shot at goal. That was something that stood out for his footy at Brighton. So we think he's got a lot of attributes to play forward. That ability to compete in there at ground level.
Was there any sense of opportunism with the bid on Banfield, knowing that West Coast might have a squeeze for some of their club-type players?
Look, we were aware of that, but Charlie was someone that we really rated highly. Like, he's really impressive athlete, and the character really strong, great leadership at Scotch College in Perth. So we just think as a 608 2K'er, his ability to get up and back, and a bit similar to Mason Wood, that type of athlete. So yeah, we're really rapt to have him.
How ready-made would you say both players are in terms of your list?
Look, they're probably pretty advanced athletes. Kai's, powerful young fella. So you never set ceilings on them. Their development, it's not linear. So but I think physically their ability to cover the ground is pretty good.
How do you see Charlie's growth throughout 2025 seems to culminate in the final series?
Look, it was interesting because for Claremont he played more inside towards the end of the year, which we probably see his primary role more wing, high half forward. Bit similar to Hugh Boxall, who we picked up last year. They're both from the same club and school, and are good mates. It was a good sign that he could still win the footy. But you're never quite sure. Like, their roles can develop over time. So, but we think primary role, wing, high half forward, which he displayed in the champs.
Plans for tomorrow?
We'll have one selection in the rookie draft, which we'll be looking to re-rookie, Patrick said. So that's our plans for tomorrow.